After drinking coffee, Esma is going to go to Siran. Kazım and Suna are trying in every possible way to stop her. But Esma suspected that they wanted to stop her from seeing Siran. Kazım tells Esma that her daughter has been sleeping for a long time. Entering the room, Kazım asks not to wake the girl. Esma didn't come close. She believed that Siran was asleep and went to rest too. And instead of Siran, Suna was lying in bed. Ferit laments that talent is given to lazy people. Suddenly she and Orkun heard a noise in the living room. And they saw Ferit and Siran there. Ferit asked Siran at the room, did he pass the exam? Siran says she doesn't know, but it was better than she expected. He kissed Siran's hand. Ferit says that gentlemen do not enter the first meeting. He wishes her good night and goes to his room. Offended even more, Siran starts texting Ferit. But he's trying to drive the girl crazy. A new day is coming. Abidin asks Ferit for advice about Kalis. He says that Suna doesn't want to leave the house. Abidin asks how to get forgiveness. And Ferit promises to resolve this issue with Siran. After seeing Siran in the morning, Ferit realizes that the test drive continues. Ferit reminds her that she tried to drag him into her room yesterday. Gülcan arrives at the mansion early in the morning. She tells Orhan that she will kiss Ferit before the meeting with investors. Orhan asks Gülcan not to put pressure on Bişıl. Gülcan says he doesn't do anything like that. After seeing Bişıl, Gülcan hinted at her strange coincidences with the typhoon. Bişıl noticed that this was only a coincidence. Siran and Ferit are talking to their grandfather about Abidin. They ask to extend their hand to him in order for the family to become complete. Kalis claims that he knows when and what to do. Meanwhile, Abidin says again in the song that it is impossible to stay here. Finally, Ferit and Siran came and told me that my grandfather had not said anything. Abidin tells Suna that it's time to leave. Kazım sometimes wishes Kalis would kick them all out, and they would have quietly left for Antep. In the morning, Kalis came down to breakfast. He is giving instructions about his family. Abidin, seeing Kalis, came over to say goodbye. Kalis asked me to raise my head and look into my eyes while talking to my uncle. Kalis says he didn't tell them to leave and asked them to sit at the table. After breakfast, Ferit and Siran go to the drawing room under Esma's supervision. Next, Ferit informs you that the time is over and you need to go to a meeting. Gülcan tells Ferit that there is a relationship between Bişıl and Typhoon. Calling the women a great couple, Orhan asks them what they are doing. Gülcan advises Orhan to be careful with the typhoon. Orhan laughed and said that Beetle and Typhoon were old friends. Gülcan notices that they are not just friends. And it reminds of the recent typhoon collision at the clinic. Gülcan advises Orhan not to trust the test. Ifakit supports and asks Orhan to take the tests again. But Orhan declares that he will not demand this from the Beatles again. Ifakit suddenly says that she has already settled everything herself and passed this test a long time ago. She suggests Orhan to go to the doctor and find out everything. Ferit asks Abidin to go to a meeting with investors too. And Beetle texted Typhoon to silence Gülcan. Typhoon replies that he will settle this issue. Ferit told Siran that he initially believed her, but could not say anything to Diğer, as he had to break up with her. Having concluded a partnership, Ferit gives interviews to the press. He thanks Siran for creating the collection. Meanwhile, Gülcan noticed that someone was following her. She began to run away. But the typhoon is catching up with her. Ferit introduces Abidin Karhan to everyone. He tells him welcome to their ranks. Next, we are shown a woman who is watching Abidin intently on a T-screen in a rich car. And it looks like this is a new character in the film, whom we will meet in the next video. Dear friends, subscribe to the channel and watch all the descriptions of the episodes of The Womanizer from the Mansion, as well as other most interesting stories.